out on their network. So is the government going to start handing out pre-bugged computers and pre-bugged cell phones to their citizens? Is that what they're going to start doing? The other big problem that I see is that, and it's kind of makes me wonder why they're even bothering with doing all this in the first place, is that less than 2% of the Mauritian population uses the internet to begin with. So I wouldn't imagine that Mauritians are a very tech-savvy people in general, especially the older generations across the board. They tend to not be as tech-savvy. So how are the people that actually want to comply with these regulations going to do so if they don't have the technical knowledge to do it? It pretty much seems to me like the people that are actually able to get computers, like the more affluent Mauritians, are just not going to goes to default. Those text files are removed, web history is removed, new applications are removed. So all of that is going to be really useful if you're trying to avoid being tracked, because if any trackers get installed onto your computer, even malware or anything like that, it's going to be gone as soon as you reboot, because that USB, that OS is essentially refreshed. Can be a little difficult for getting like regular work done if you're trying to use this as a daily driver. Now you can install persistence on it. We'll get into that later. But some examples of the type of people that would use Tails would be activists. So obviously they don't want to be tracked by governments, law enforcement, corporations, etc. Journalists and their sources, same idea. Domestic violence survivors, yeah, I mean, I guess that they could benefit from using Tails as well. They could probably report things